Hi, it's Larry J. Feldman, owner of Career Changers USA, and I'd like to talk today about one of my favorite subjects, using your imagination. I don't really think you can be too creative if you're not imagining what could be, not seeing what's in front of you, but what could be in front of you. I love to quote George Bernard Shaw, who said, "Most men see things as they are and say, why? I look at things that never were and say, why not?" To have that concept, to dream, to think, to look way past what's in front of you makes everything interesting because you just don't know what's going to come. Look at so many of the people we revere and read and listen to and watch. Steven Spielberg. Here's a guy that tapped right into his inner child. And so many of the things that excited him as a child, or he was afraid of, or whatever traumas he had to explore. And the result were things like E.T. or attacking the most primal fear you have with Jaws, which almost invented single-handedly the summer blockbuster, which controls everything we see these days. How about John Lennon? Great as he was, possibly the song he's most renowned for is Imagine. And that has a great line in there that it's easy if you try, meaning no matter what you look at, no matter how utopian it is, that if you just free your mind up, you can look at things completely differently. There was a painter named Hieronymus Bosch. You should look him up when you get a minute. This guy was so far out of the box, there aren't even words to describe it. When people were painting rigid portraits of people, he was showing demons devouring people and the strangest things and structures. Hey, we're hundreds of years later and people are still using them on album covers because the imagery, even today, involves imagination and creativity, which if you think about it, is what pushes us all through. You want a more current example? I don't mean to offend the great Jeff Bezos, but I saw a picture of him that I bet a lot of you have seen on the internet. I mean, it's kind of sad. First of all, no disrespect to the former Mrs. Bezos or the current possible Mrs. Bezos. He's not the world's most handsome guy, right? He looked like he was bald when he was 11th grade. He's sitting in what looks like a garage. He's at a card table and there's wires all over. But the guy was imagining what could be and took what he thought might be an online book sale. They own the world now. They're everywhere. I think they just swallowed up the NBA playoff games. The point is he looked way beyond what was in front of him. When we let go of what we see and start thinking of what could be there, what we can't see, what we might see, all of a sudden the path to creativity opens wide up. You won't get there without using your imagination. Use it, flaunt it, let it roll. I'm Larry J. Feldman. Thank you for listening to my Larry Talk.